In question number 1, it is given that these angles are in AP and this is a standard result. So let us consider that our common difference of this AP is equal to beta. Then the standard result gives the numerator as sine of n beta by 2 divided by sine beta by 2 into sine of first angle plus last angle by 2. Since there are n terms, we will take n beta by 2 in the numerator. And also for cos, we have sine of n beta by 2, since there are n terms, by sine of beta by 2. And for this part, we will have a cos of theta 1 plus theta n by 2, first angle plus last angle by 2. So this is the standard result, and you can see the terms are getting cancelled, and finally we are getting the correct option as C. In question number 2, we have this expression. So if we look at this sine 10 into sine 70, and if you observe here that this 10 degree and 70 degree, their sum is 80 but their difference is minus 60 or 60, and also they are in product. So you can try to use a formula of product to sum. It's a transformation formula. Okay, if I use that, it will look like 1 minus, I will keep a 2 separate, and then 2 sine A sine B is, what is 2 sine A sine B? 2 sine A sine B is cos of A minus B, that's minus 60, minus cos of A plus B, that's cos 80, and divided by 2 sine 10 degree. So this is what we are getting. Now it is 1 minus 2 into cos minus 60 is half, and then plus 2 into cos 80 divided by 2 sine. This is a simplification, and we can see that these two, 1 and 2 into half, they are getting cancelled, and we know that cos 80 and sine 10 are equal, so these two are also getting cancelled, and our answer is 1. Therefore the correct option is B. In question number 3, we have sine alpha plus sine beta plus sine gamma. For this type of expression, we know that we have to use sin C plus sin D formula, and also this condition is given, so this looks like some conditional identity. Let us see what we get. Sin alpha plus sin beta plus sin gamma. If I apply the formula of sin C plus sin D here and simplify it, we can get as cos of 4 cos alpha by 2 into cos beta by 2 into cos gamma by 2. Okay, now it is given that alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to pi. So and alpha beta gamma all are positive real number. So alpha by 2 beta by 2 are also positive, and their sum is pi. So alpha by 2 plus beta by 2 plus gamma by 2 is also pi by 2. Therefore each angle is less than pi by 2. So cos, so each angle is less than pi by 2, they are in first quadrant. So this is, all these things are positive. So this is positive. If this is positive, then the minimum value is also positive. And that's all. That is what they are asking, nothing much. So option D is correct here. In question number 4, you can see by looking at the question, you can understand that you have to apply transformation formula for these terms, that is sum to product. So when you know that sin C plus sin D is 2 sin C plus D by 2, C plus D by 2, which is 54 into cos C minus D by 2, C minus D by 2, that will be 7, in fact minus 70, and minus common, again sin C plus sin D. So 2 sin C plus D by 2, that will give us 18 degree, into cos C minus D by 2, that will also give us minus 7 degree. So therefore, and inside cos we have a negative angle, so negative will get absorbed. So now I can take 2 cos 7 degree common, and I have sine of 54 degrees minus sine of 18 degree. In the option we have cos 7 degree also in one option, and we don't know the value of cos 7 degree, but we can find cos 54 and sin 8, sin 54 and sin 18. Those values can be directly used here if we remember. Okay, so if we don't remember, we can use sin C minus sin D formula again. There will be 2 cos C plus D by 2, which is 36 degree, into cos C minus D by 2, and not cos sin C minus D by 2, which is 18 degree. So now we can apply the values of cos 36 and sin 18. If you remember, cos 36 is root 5 plus 1 by 4, and sin 18 is root 5 minus 1 by 4. Okay, so this is now easy to solve. This will give us cos 7 degree, 2 into 2 4, and 5 minus 1 by 4 into 4. So that's cos 7 degree is the answer. So option B is correct. In question number 5, we can see that we have product like this. There are 3 product terms and then their summation. Actually there are 4 such product terms. So for all these product terms, if I multiply with 2, then only I can apply some formula, that is 2 sin A sin B or 2 sin A cos B. That formula can be applied. And if I multiply by 2, I have to multiply by half. So finally, after all this, we will get 2 sin A cos B. That is the first term in product. 2 sin A cos B is sin A plus B, that's 2A, minus sin A minus B. Oh, 2 sin A cos B is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B, that is minus 2. Okay, this is from the first bracket. Then plus, again same thing, 2 sin A cos B, that is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. From the second part, from the third term it is sin A plus B, that is 2C, plus sin A minus B, that's minus 2D. And the last term is sin 2D plus sin minus 2A. Okay, and there is a half outside. So now you can see the terms, this plus sin 2A with sin of minus 2A, they will get cancelled, this 2 will be cancelled, this 2 will be cancelled, and this 2 will also be cancelled, and finally you will get the sum as 0. So correct option is option A. This question number 6 can be solved by writing all cot terms in terms of cos by sin and simplifying it, or it can be solved by a result directly, which is cot 60 degree minus theta into cot theta plus cot 60 degree minus theta into cot 60 degree plus theta equal to 3 plus cot 60 degree plus theta into cot theta. This is one of the result. In this result, if I put theta is equal to 16 degree, then I will get from this I can take this term common, that is cot of 16 minus 60. 60 minus 16 is 44 degrees, and I will get cot 16 degrees plus cot 76 degrees. Right side is 3 plus cot 76 degree into cot 16. So now you can understand that if I take this term in the denominator here, we will get it as cot 44, which is in fact tan of 46 degree. So therefore our correct option is option D. In question number 7, cos A plus cos B plus cos C equal to 0. You have to find this cos 3A and all. So multiple angle formula can be used for cos 3A, cos 3B and cos 3C, which is cos 3 equal to 4 cos cube A minus 3 cos A, and minus 3 cos A. I am writing in this way, and for this one cos cube B will be there. I can take 4 common, and minus 3 cos B. So minus, if I take minus 3 common, here I can write cos B. And for the C term, I will get cos cube C, and here plus cos C. Okay, so writing them in this way. Now see, cos A plus cos B plus cos C is 0. That is given here. So this is 0. Only thing is I have to simplify this part. Okay, and we know that there is a identity that if A plus B plus C equal to 0, then A cube plus B cube plus C cube equal to 3ABC. Right, so using that identity, I can say this will be equal to 4 into 3 cos A cos B cos C. That will be 12 cos A cos B. So that's it. So that's a simple question. Your option B is correct. Okay. In question number 8, what we can do is we can try to find cos theta and sin theta from second equation and put them here, and then we will get some relation only in terms of AX, BY, AB, all those things. Okay, so cos theta and sin theta will be eliminated. So from the first equation, from the second equation, we can get tan cube theta equal to BY by AX, which implies sin theta by cos theta, which is our tan theta, equal to by to the power 1/3 by ax to the power 1/3. And from here I can get sin theta. This implies sin theta equal to by to the power 1/3 divided by ax to the power 2/3 plus by to the power 2/3 whole root. Similarly, our cos theta will be ax to the power 1/3 divided by whole root ax power 2/3 plus by power 2/3. So this is our sin and cos. Now I will substitute them here, so that I will get ax by cos theta. So ax power 1 by 3, and the denominator for both sine and cos is same, so that will be common. That I will take common and I will write this as by to the power 1 by 3, and the thing that is common is root under ax to the power 2 by 3 plus by to the power 2 by 3 is equal to a square minus b square. That is what the relation is now. So this one is nothing but ax to the power 2 by 3 plus by to the power 2 by 3 from this first bracket, and also inside the square root we have the same thing, so this to the power 3 by 2. 3 by 2, that will be equal to a square minus b square. So our correct answer will be a square minus b square whole to the power 2 by 3, and that is option A. In question number 9, from tan theta equal to p by q, this relation, we can easily find sin theta and cos theta. So sin theta is p by root over p square plus q square, and then theta equal to 3 pi, so sin theta is nothing but sin 3 pi. So this is sin 3 pi, and we can similarly find cos 3 pi, but here we have sin phi and cos phi. It is difficult to get sin phi from sin 3 pi because it is a cubic equation. So what we do is we try to use something else. We try to put the value of p there. Here sin theta is this, and cos theta will become q by root under p square plus q square. So in place of p here, I can put root over p square plus q square into sin theta. So that is sin theta by sin phi minus cos theta by cos phi. If I take that common, so this is equal to root over p square plus q square, and sin of theta minus phi after taking LCM, here is sin phi cos phi. So now can we put theta as 3 phi? Yes, we can put theta as 3 phi here. Theta is 3 phi. So if I put that now, there will be no theta. We will have root over p square plus q square sine of 2 phi, and denominator is sin phi cos phi, which is also sine of 2 phi, but I have to multiply it 2 here. So now this is cancelled, and we are getting 2 root under p square plus q square as the answer. So option B is correct. So question number 10 is a direct question. If you remember the inequality, we know that in any triangle this is less than or equal to 3 by 2. So therefore not greater than 3 by 2, that is correct. And obviously all the angles A, B, C, all like they are between 0 to pi, and I can write cos A plus cos B plus cos C as 1 plus 4 sin A by 2. This is the identity I have told in the class. Sin B by 2, sin C by 2. Okay, so A by 2, B by 2, C by 2, they will be positive. So therefore this is always greater than 1. So this is also correct. Option D is correct.